So you're laying on your back with your arms by your sides. And you can have your knees bent with your feet flat on the floor, or you can put them on a chair, edge of a couch, something like that. With your eyes closed, I just want you to sense your body laying on the floor. Just feel the weight of your pelvis, your rib cage, and then up between your shoulder blades. Feel each shoulder blade on the floor. And these questions that I ask you are rhetorical. You don't feel the need to answer them. But is there a shoulder that you feel, or which shoulder blade do you feel more distinctly? That you could, if you had to describe it to someone else, which one could you describe more easily? Its outline, its shape, where it rests on the floor. And then move your attention up to the back of your neck. Feel the space between the back of your neck and the floor. And then move your head up, move your attention up to the back of your head. And feel its pressure. And then slowly, what I'd like you to do is turn your head to whichever direction it feels like would be the most easiest. It's kind of your gut feel is to turn it which direction. And then bring it back to the middle. So you're just doing very nice and slow. And then let's go again that same direction. Just exploring the edges or the ends of that motion. And you're not trying to change anything with this. You're just acknowledging it. Just becoming aware. And then just let your head relax. And you'll feel automatically it's a little more centered. It doesn't feel pulled. Now try going the opposite direction. And then back to the middle. Again, not trying to change it at all. You're just acknowledging what you feel. You're just exploring it. And then we'll go one more time here. And then back to the middle. And now just tune into your breathing. You're not trying to change your breathing. You're just aware of where it is that you feel it. Do you feel yourself, like how do you know you're breathing? Do you feel it in your belly? Do you feel it in your ribs? Perhaps you feel it in your nose or across your upper lip. Slowly, I want you to bring both hands together, so your palms are going to be facing each other and actually touching right overhead. So you're going to straighten your elbows too. So arms are going to be pointing towards the ceiling. Arms are straight towards the ceiling. There you go. So you should look like your hands are pointing straight up towards the ceiling, your elbows are straight. Now, all I want you to do is just feel this position. You're not working to keep this position, you're just feeling it. See if you can do it with less effort. See if you could keep this position but not work as hard to keep it. There. Do you feel how that's a little easier? It looks the same. You're still doing the same thing, but you're not working so hard. So keeping those together, just slowly rotate your arms to the left. Not going to be able to go very far. You'll feel like you run out of room pretty quickly. And then back to the middle. and then to the right. And then back to the middle. Now, what do you feel? You're going to keep going left and right, just as you were. What do you feel in the rest of your body? Do you feel some tensioning in your back? Or perhaps underneath your collarbones? Do you feel a lot of work there? If so, let that go. You don't need that work. Good. Gravity is actually going to do most of the work here for you. As soon as you get past the midpoint, gravity does the work. Making this as smooth as possible. Just rotating that. So if you think about it, you're kind of like a triangle from your palms down to each shoulder. So you're just shifting the point of that triangle to the right and then to the left. Now I want you to pay attention to, you're going to let it rest in the middle here for a moment. And you can actually let your hands come down to your sides and just let your hands relax on the table. And just feel your shoulder blades. You'll notice at first you had some tension in that right one, but it let go. And now bring your hands back up to that same position. And you're going to drop keeping your hands together, you're going to drop your elbows to the table, but keeping your elbows bent, there. So now your hands are going to come right to your chest, and then you're going to press your hands back up towards the ceiling. Slow. Good, that was quite a bit faster than I would like. So let's see if we can go a little slower. And you're just going to pay attention to where you feel the effort. Where is this? What muscles are doing this work? Good. And you're just paying attention to, am I using more muscles than I need to? There, that's better. You'll often find that you're using your back for this, and you'll feel you're using way too much of the muscles in your pecs, your chest muscles. Then you're going to slowly lower back down. Good. And then once your elbows touch, just let your hands relax. Your hands will still stay together, but let your elbows relax there. So your fingers kind of look like a tent right now. And then let's go ahead and do one more. So you're going to press hands together as you come up towards the ceiling. Slow and smooth, using as minimal effort in your neck and your chest as you need. You see, we get stuck in these patterns and we don't even know it until we bring our awareness to it. And then back down. Slow and smooth. Then let your hands just fold across your belly and feel your breathing. And I want you to pay attention to, again, the position of your shoulder blades. As if you were to describe them to somebody else, right? Do you feel that you're more aware of both sides now? Perhaps they rest a little bit more easily on the table or floor. Let's bring your hands back together and then press them towards the ceiling. You can go a little faster here. We're just going to get into the position. Good. From here now, good, that's a lot better. Nice effort there, or lack of effort rather. So you're going to push your right hand a little longer than your left, as if you were trying to slide your right hand beyond your left. So right now your right fingers are further forward towards the ceiling than your left. And push a little bit further and let that motion come from your shoulder blade. So think about your shoulder blade coming up. Good. And then let your shoulder blade drop back down towards the floor as your left arm pushes forward. So you're basically replacing your right hand with your left. Good. And then rotate back to the other side. So think about your shoulder blades as kind of pumping forward and back, and the arms are just a manifestation of what your shoulder blades are doing. Good. So you're just scissoring back and forth very slowly with your right hand. And then to your left, elbows are straight, hands are right above you towards the ceiling. Now see if you can do this. The tendency is you're going to want to rotate your whole back. And you're going to want to tighten up your abs and maybe your neck to help with this. This is just an arm movement. It's sometimes helpful to think about this as if instead of you pushing your arm, someone's pulling it towards the ceiling. And then once more, right to left. Good. And then let your hands come slowly back down and let them rest on the table. And just feel your shoulder blades now. And feel the front of your chest now. Feel your pecs. You'll notice that it may feel lighter, a little heavier towards the table, meaning lighter as if no effort, heavier meaning gravity is allowing it to kind of push it towards the floor. And now let's take your head and let's rotate it to whichever direction it feels like it wants to go. That can be the same direction as before or a different one. Just rotate it one side. You may feel though, do you notice how yeah, you want to be in the center. It's harder for you to want to pull it to one side. That's the goal. It's equal opportunity, right? You could go to the left or the right with the same amount of effort. So that feeling of kind of indecision on which way to turn your head is okay for right now. So you're turning your head back to the other side. And let your head just relax in the center. And feel how calm and relaxed your shoulder blades are. Feel your whole body. Think about your whole body as if you had to describe it to someone else. Or you had to draw it. All right, so you can go ahead and open your eyes. Good, that's all.